Science is a method of organizing our curiosity at its best. Hello children, hope you all would be in good health and doing fine at your home. Okay, before I start, let me ask you a question. Beta, this is the month of April, right? So tell me last week which day we have celebrated as Earth Day. Yes, you are right. The day was 22nd of April. It is known as Earth Day. And one more thing, that this year is also the Golden Jubilee year of Earth Day celebration. And Earth is basically our Mother Nature. Nature is nothing but our surrounding, our environment. Right? So in this chapter, we are all going to study about our environment. And one more thing which should be known to you, that is 5th June is known as World Environment Day. So let us start our chapter, our environment. Okay? Right. So beta, environment is made from French word environ, which means surrounds, right? Environment is our surrounding, of course, and it has two components, biotic components and abiotic components. Bio means living. So biotic components includes plants, animals, microbes and scavengers. And the opposite of biotic is abiotic, means non-living. So non-living things which compose our environment, and these components are water, air, temperature, light and soil, right? So let us discuss all about biotic components. Biotic means living. So biotic components of the environment means living component of the environment. And the very first name of this category is green plants. But the green plants, they are called producers or autotrophs. Why they are called autotroph? Because they are able to prepare their food by their own. Now focus on the term autotrophs. Auto means self, troph means food, right? So the food making process by green plant is called photosynthesis, right? A detailed video on photosynthesis I will provide you later on. For now, let us discuss it in brief. So photosynthesis, beta, it is a food making process by green plant, and what they need in order to make their food, they need carbon dioxide and water as raw material. And green plant, they have a special pigment called chlorophyll which traps the sunlight. तो green plant में एक special pigment element present होता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं chlorophyll. And what is the function of chlorophyll? वो sunlight को क्या करता है? Trap करता है. And because of that energy of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, they both get combined, and the result is formation of food in the form of carbohydrate, right? So plants, they prepare their food by capturing sunlight and using carbon dioxide and water as raw material. So they make food as carbohydrate, and they also release a gas called oxygen, which is very important for the survival of all living beings. All living being means animals, and human being, they also come in the category of animals, right? Now the next category is the category of animals. Animals are called consumers or heterotrophs. Hetero means others, troph means food. So why they are called consumers or heterotroph? Because they depend on others for their food, right? And they are classified as herbivore, carnivores and omnivores. So animals, they are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their food. right? Okay, herbivores means animals which eat plants. Carnivores means animals which eat flesh, and omnivores means animals that can take plants and flesh as their food. So as I told you that all the animals directly or indirectly dependent on plant for their food. So let us discuss how. If I say goat, is goat dependent on plant for its food? Yes, of course, because goat eats plant. जो goat है क्योंकि वो plant खाती है इसीलिए goat plants पे dependent है for its food. Now, if I take lion as an example, is lion dependent on plant for their food? क्या lion अपने food के लिए plants पे dependent है? And if I say that answer is yes, then how? So I can explain it in this way that lion not directly but indirectly dependent on plants for its food. Lion अपने food के लिए directly नहीं indirectly plants पे dependent है. कैसे? Because lion consume herbivore animals as their food. Lion goat को खाता है और goat plants को खाते हैं. तो not directly, indirectly जो lion है it is dependent on plants for its food, right? So herbivore animals are also called primary consumers because they are directly dependent on plants for their food. Carnivore animals are also called secondary consumers because they are indirectly dependent on plants for their food. Now the next category is the category of microorganisms. Microorganisms, micro means tiny, organisms means living being. So they are very tiny organisms which cannot be seen with naked eyes. They can be seen under microscope only. ठीक है बेटा? And the examples are fungi and bacteria. They are called decomposers because they are able to break down dead and decaying body of plants and animals, and that's why they are called decomposers. तो बेटा जो decomposers हैं they act on dead and decaying plants and animals. वो उसको simple फॉर्म में सिंपलर सब्सटेंसेस में ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं एंड इन दिस वे दे रिलीज मिनरल्स फ्रॉम देयर बॉडी. क्योंकि जो डेड प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स हैं जो उनकी बॉडी है वो मिनरल से बनी होती हैं एंड व्हेन डिकम्पोजर्स एक्ट ऑन दीज बॉडी तो उनकी बॉडी से जो होते हैं तो मिनरल्स जो होते हैं उनकी बॉडी से रिलीज होते हैं एंड दीज मिनरल्स गेट्स मिक्स विद द सॉइल और सॉइल में ये मिनरल्स पहुंच जाते हैं और सॉइल से जो प्लांट्स हैं दे अगेन गेट मिनरल्स फ्रॉम द सॉइल एंड सॉइल से अब जो मिनरल्स हैं वो प्लांट्स में आ जाते हैं और प्लांट से एनिमल्स में आ जाते हैं. ठीक है. और आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ एनिमल्स again these minerals goes into the soil, then to the green plant, then to animals and so on. So in this way the cycle of mineral goes on. So decomposers help in recycling of minerals. So let us start with mineral cycle. Beta, here I am starting with the box soil. Minerals are present in soil and from soil जो minerals है they are going to green plants because green plants they take water and mineral from the soil. Green plants से minerals are now going to the animals because animals consume green plant. Now after the death of यहाँ से एनिमल का एरो जा रहा है और यहाँ से ग्रीन प्लांट्स का जा रहा है, एंड दे बोथ एरो are joining at one single box, and this box is saying dead plants and animals, means after the death of plants and animals. This is one point. Another box, animal droppings. Animal droppings means solid waste of birds and animals. तो जो decomposers हैं, they are acting on animal droppings and they are acting on dead plants and animals, right? तो डिकम्पोजर्स हैं, ये इन दोनों पे एक्ट कर रहे हैं. दे आर ब्रेकिंग डाउन द मैटर इनटू सिंपलर फॉर्म एंड रिलीजिंग मिनरल्स. अब जो माइक्रोब्स का काम है, द वर्क ऑफ डिकम्पोजर इज डिकम्पोजिशन, and because of decomposition minerals get released from the organic matter, and these minerals are now get mixed with the soil. फिर soil से they are going to green plants, to animal, then decomposers are acting on plants and animals, again minerals are get released from their body, फिर वो soil में जा रहे हैं, and in this way this cycle goes on and on. तो जो so basically in this system beta minerals, they are continuously moving in this cycle, right? That's why this cycle is known as mineral cycle. The cycling of minerals through biotic and abiotic component is called mineral cycle, and it is also called interrelationships among different components of the environment, क्योंकि इसमें आपके biotic component भी है और abiotic component भी है. Soil is your abiotic component, तो green plant जो है it is your biotic component, right? And the last category of biotic component is the category of scavengers. What are scavengers? Beta, scavengers are the animals and birds like jackals, crows, vulture and kites that consume dead bodies of animals. And their role is also very important because they help in cleaning the environment, right? So children, this is all for today. Very soon I'll share my next video with you, in which we will discuss rest of the content of chapter our environment. Till then, keep on revising and stay safe at home. Thank you.